All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thought I would do something a little different this year. Add some little personalized videos to our fantasy football league. Just add some fun, get people maybe participating a little more, a little voice to it. So what I decided to do this year is go through each roster and kind of guess who I think are the possible keepers, and then maybe just guess who I think their two keepers are going to be. I also will probably give you a little insight into who I am going to choose as my keepers, but maybe I won't. Maybe you'll trade me. Who knows? Wait and see. I am wearing my DMD t-shirt today, so I'm ready. I'm in good mood. It's a little AEW day for me today, so as I get ready to go here, let's talk some football. All right, so I'm going to go through the draft order, do it person by person, and go from there. All right, so we'll start off with a Richards team. He traded for Christian McCaffrey last year, but since he finished in 9th, he gets first overall, so he doesn't have to keep him. So he'll redraft CMC number 1 overall. And just kind of looking through his roster here for options, I think he could keep Dak Prescott in round 6, maybe Antonio Brown in 18, DJ Chark in 15, or perhaps Amari Cooper in 3. So we'll see what he does there, but those are kind of the guys I'm thinking he would keep. CMC first overall pick would be great. Maybe you could pair it with Cooper in 3 and Antonio Brown in 18 would be a decent way to start the draft. Next, we have the Evil Buddies. Looks like it's Jay. I don't know if Adam's going to join him this year, but he's got just Jay listed so far. So kind of going through his team, personally, I didn't see a lot of guys I would keep, but that doesn't mean anything. Just throw a little shade there, sorry. So I like Austin Eckler in 4, I think would be a good keep. Potentially Cortland Sutton in 8 would be a good keep. Hopefully his injury doesn't keep him out for too long. And maybe he'll go Godwin in 2, but that's kind of what I see there. Leaves him with a good possible running back in the first round pick to draft, so we'll see. Next is Chris, or the Laughing Jesters, not Gestures, as I used to think it was called. Going through his roster, he's got Mike Evans in 2, Juju in 3, although Juju's slipping this year in mock drafts. Maybe catch him a little bit later. You got Hollywood Brown in 6, maybe Darrell Henderson, or as some people call him, Darnell Anderson in round 13. And also looking, and Chase Claypool is 18. So he's got some good options there. Maybe some late keepers in Henderson and Claypool would be all right. Kind of set him up nicely with an RB2, wide receiver 2 combination with some late picks. Moving next, we have Rob. Rob's got some good mid-round keepers there. Really, there's only about 3 guys I would focus on here. We got Hopkins in 2, which would be great value, whether it was redraft or keeper. And then you have Antonio Gibson in 7 and Justin Jefferson in 10. So some good sophomore guys there in the mid-rounds would be some great keepers. Next we have Wayne. Wayne's roster is a little all over the place as usual. So I only really see about 3-4 guys there that I would keep. So we have Clyde Edwards-Helaire in 1, maybe Allen Robinson or Chris Carson in 2, which aren't bad values for a keeper league. And then, of course, Kyler Murray in 10 is kind of what I would look like, or not what I would look like, but what I would pick. Next would be Sunil. Again, he's got a couple decent picks, or he could keep a guy early. So, example, he's got Travis Henry as a first-round pick, which would be all right. A good keeper, though. And then we have Josh Jacobs in 3, Keenan Allen in 4, CeeDee Lamb in 7. A late quarterback and Aaron Rodgers in 15. I think any of those would be great options. Next up, we have Dallas. Dallas has some decent value as well. We got Jonathan Taylor in 3. He's right now probably about a top 8 or 9 pick in redraft leagues. Mark Andrews in 4. Good tight end spot. Jerry Jeudy in 8, which would be great. Jerry Jeudy seems to be moving up the mock draft boards, but they do not have... a quarterback outside of Bridgewater, which might be okay for him, might not be, wait and see. And then we still got Kamara dangling around that 13th round keeper value, so Dallas still has him as well. So we could start off with Taylor and Kamara with some awesome running backs and just go receivers in the first 2 rounds. Dave's keepers aren't looking as good as they did before the draft. James Robinson was killed off basically when ETN was drafted by the Jaguars, and Cam Akers' injury cost him that 5th round pick. So he still has Ridley as a 2nd round pick, which is great value. Lockett in 3, Mahomes in 12, or possibly even Myles Gaskin in 18. Either of them could be decent picks, but kind of like that Ridley Mahomes start would be a good way to start, and then just go running back heavy from there. I'm going to skip myself. I'll do mine last. Next is Jeremy. Some great keepers on this team too. Devontae Adams in 1, Metcalf in 3, Deontay Johnson in 7, Mr. COVID himself, Lamar Jackson in 11. I heard he's got COVID for a 2nd time now, but that could be a risky keep, but a good play if he makes it all season. But he could definitely keep a couple good wide receivers there and kind of win the wide receiver battle every week. Ty's got some great keepers as well. A lot of them are early. He's got Zeke in 1. Then he's got Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, both as 2nd round keepers. So he'll have to make a decision there, whether one of them or none of them. Then he's got Swift in round 5, Montgomery in 6, Ayuk in 11, Laviska Shenault in 13, all great value. But wait and see. I think he could go Elliott and maybe one of Hill or Kelce is my guess, but that's a tough one. Jen, our returning champion from last year, not surprising. She's got about 6-7 guys here that would fit in nicely. We got Barkley. If he's healthy, would be a great 1st round keep. She's got Robert Woods in 2, which is not a bad value in a keeper league. McLaurin in 3, Darren Waller, the Walrus himself, in round 5. Josh Allen in round 9. Aaron Jones in 11. AJ Brown in 17. Lots of options, some difficult ones there, some great players. Obviously, she wouldn't be able to keep. And I'll do myself last. So I only really saw 3 guys on my team that are worth keeping, which is kind of sad considering I finished in 4th place last year. So in the 1st round, I have 3 possible keepers. There's Cook, Chubb, and Mixon. I definitely won't be keeping Mixon. I do like both Cook and Chubb, but unfortunately, I can only keep one of them, which will probably be Cook since he's a Viking. So Chubb's available there to anybody who wants to trade for him, or I guess he'd be Jays in the redraft. And then the Minneapolis Miracle Man himself, Stephon Diggs in round 4. I'll be keeping him. It's safe to say he's the guy I want. Great receiver. Got an autograph from him, was there for the game. Probably one of my favorite receivers in the league right now. So Diggs will be my one keeper you guys know about for sure, and that's a 4th round keeper. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to try and do little videos each week as we go into the season. You can prep with maybe some matchup head-to-heads, go through it, maybe finish up previewing next week with reviewing the week before and giving some people the gears, which would be kind of fun. Sorry this is a little longer than I thought. I thought I could wrap it up in about 5 minutes. We're in about 8, but let me know what you think. Comments below. Thanks very much. Bye.